everyone, welcome or welcome back. So today we're going to be trying out these fabric markers that I got as a gift, and I've never used anything like this before. I've never like designed or drawn anything on clothing, so I thought this would be super fun to try out. So I got two of these tiny little crop tops, two of these ones that we can draw on, and I also got a really big oversized tee. Very oversized. So those, I got them in plain white so that you know, we can design it how we like. It's a lot easier than any kind of colors or anything like that, I feel like. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I think we're going to start with one of the small ones to kind of just see how the markers work. Like I said, I've never used anything like this before on like clothing. So yeah, we're going to start with a small one and let's get into that.
For this one, the theme was basically or like superheroes, but I do add in Harley Quinn later, so I guess technically not superheroes because some of the kind of villains, anti-heroes. But yeah, this one I wanted to start with Batgirl. I went on my Pinterest a couple of days ago and somehow went down a full rabbit hole of these different art pieces of superheroes and like comic books and stuff like that, and I found some really cool ones. So I thought I would, you know, save a couple of them and try to do some like something like that, like based on those pictures, because obviously I'm not going to be able to go anywhere near as close when I'm using these markers. These markers are definitely how do I say, they're really fun to use, and it's amazing that you can put it on clothing, and I've never used anything like this before, like I said before, but they do bleed a lot. Later on when you see the cape, the outside of it, which I did obviously all the outlining in black, it does bleed through into the color a lot, which in some areas could make some really cool effects, but in other areas where we want it to just be just a black line or big bold color, they do bleed through like a lot into each other, and it kind of ruins some of the effect, but it's not horrendously bad. It doesn't completely all just fall away, which is good, but it does kind of suck that it bleeds that much. Now, I know that this Harley Quinn looks absolutely nothing like the picture, but it is a lot harder than it looks. These pens aren't super detailed, and they don't really, there's no like small bit to it. It's all just like one chunk, and it is quite thick, so it was really hard to do that one, but I tried my best and I ended up just doing that one in mainly black and white, and then the red for the hair and like the lips and stuff like that, which I think it turned out pretty okay. Actually, this one here, the Wonder Woman one, I think is actually my favorite out of all the ones that I do on here. The colors of it and the background especially, I think it just turned out really good. Kind of like simple, but really good. And yeah, this one's probably my favorite out of the ones that I did on this shirt. So I have Wonder Woman, Batgirl or Batwoman and Harley Quinn, and then in a second you'll see I am going to start also on Gwen Stacy or Spider-Woman or Ghost Spider, not sure which one it is. Yeah, those are the ones that I decided to put on this shirt. Let me know what your favorite character, or if you think I should have added some more characters onto this. Because yeah, I really like these ones specifically, especially the Batgirl. I saw so many amazing Batgirl art, and I used to read quite a lot of comics or graphic novels. A few of them were Batwoman or Batgirl, depending on who you ask, I suppose. And now I want to fill in some of the blank spaces a bit more, make it a bit more like comic book, you know? So I wanted to put in the bat signal or the batarang, the bat, basically. in the middle there, and then I'm going to add some more cartoony bits, kind of some writing, and some just little like cartoon stuff, you know, that you see in like kind of the old-fashioned comics, and some are even the new ones now as well. And it's similar to the the new Spider-Man movies that's coming out, like that kind of animation / style. I wanted to put some stuff like that as well in there. The writing says, don't wait for any hero to save you, become one, and if you don't risk anything, you risk even more.
So this is it on, all finished and everything. I was tempted to carry on round until at least this bit, or maybe even all the way around, but my friend told me it looked good just like this. So this is what it looks like. Okay, let me know what you think, if you think I should continue on or if it just looks good like this. And I guess let's go on to the next one, because this one's all done for now.
For this one, I decided to do Medusa. I have been debating for a while if I want to get a Medusa tattoo or not. For those of you who know what a Medusa tattoo means, I'm very sorry that you know what that means. And for those of you who don't, I'm very thankful for that. I'm not going to say what it's about because it's kind of a bummer, but because I'm basically undecided on whether or not I'm going to be getting the tattoo or not, and right now I'm kind of leaning towards not, because, you know, to have on me forever. I thought maybe I could do it on the shirt instead. So I decided to do that. You know, make it a bit kind of academia vibe, I guess, you know, ancient Greece and stuff like that. And yeah, oh my god, I actually took forever to do these snakes on her head because I had to do each individual scale, and it goes so slowly with these pens. Obviously, you can't just quickly flick it across. You have to go really slowly with it. So the scales on all of the snakes took a really, really long time. This is sped up so quickly. I haven't even gotten to the scales yet, but it's sped up like a lot because it took me so long to do all of the scales on the snakes on her head. But yeah. After I had finished all the snakes and stuff, all of her hair, the scales, and a little bit of the shading as well, I added in some of the grey. I basically just used black and grey for this one. Obviously the main lines and stuff like that were black, and then I added in a little bit of shading with the black, and then some more shading on top of that with the grey as well, which I think it turned out pretty good. But yeah, then I added in some writing pieces as well. The big one that will be coming up in a second. I haven't started it yet, but there's a big one that will be on the right, and it says, "They made a monster of Medusa as well. Hated how loud her trauma was. Couldn't believe she had the audacity and not to take it lying down. They made a war ground on her body, so she made one of theirs." And then obviously you've seen the revenge down the bottom, which I thought was quite fitting. And then the one that I am just doing now, it's just a small one that says, "Some women fear the fire, some women simply become it."
Okay, and here is it all finished and put on. Ta-da! I actually quite like it. It's a little bit distorted when it's on. Obviously, that's gonna happen if you're making, like, you're drawing people or their faces, stuff like that. But it doesn't actually look too bad. I'm actually quite surprised. I like this one. I think I might even like it better than the one I just did before. Let me know what you think. because I'm pretty into this. I think it looks pretty cool. Now we only have left the really big oversized shirt, and that's gonna be really hard because it's such a big surface, and like they're markers and it goes on really slow, like you've seen it. It's pretty hard to put them on, so that's definitely going to be interesting. So because it's gonna take so long and it's so big, I think I might actually put that in the next video and make it a whole video by itself, because it is such a big piece of fabric and it's gonna take so long. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put that into the next video and just keep this one, just these two small ones here, which you've just seen. So I guess that is it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you prefer this one or the other one, the cartoon one. I definitely prefer this one, but definitely let me know what you think. If it's different or the same, or if you agree or you disagree, just let me know, and I'll see you in the next one where I'll be doing the big shirt. See ya.